today's project, we're gonna make this right here. This is a pen stand, and you can just put your pen in it like that. You can always reshape your pen stand to fit an Apple pen or a pencil or whatever it is you have. But yeah, we're gonna make this today, and we're gonna make all of it in Blender 3D. So here we go. All right, guys, so we're at the Blender home screen. We're going to press A to delete everything, A and X. There we go. We're going to press Shift A and we're going to add this cube back, and we want the base to be a little smaller than the top because we don't want it falling over quickly. So you can scale the bottom of this cube on the X or the Y. I'm going to scale on both, but you can shape it any way you want. You could make it a rectangle. You could even make it maybe a circle. I'm going to make mine a square. I'm just going to use a normal cube for this project. So I'm going to press Tab, and Tab goes into edit mode. You can see up here in the left, top left, we're in edit mode. Now I'm going to press 3 for face select. If you don't have that, you can click right here on the top for face select, and we're going to grab this bottom face. Now I'm going to press S to scale, and we're not using exact dimensions for this because really you can finish the project and then scale the mesh based on the size of your pen. So for now we're just going to make the overall shape of things, and once we finish this you can always rescale yours to fit whatever you're going to be putting inside of it. So anyway, let's scale this. I'm going to go right here, just kind of eyeballing it, and I'm going to make this one a little smaller. I'm going to press S. There we go. And now I'm going to press Tab to go back into object mode. Now I'm going to press Shift A, and I'm going to add a cylinder. Now G and Z to lift it up, and I'm going to press S and then Shift Z. What this does is it lets us scale on the X and Y axis at the same time. I think that looks pretty good. And once again, just eyeballing this. Now, I'm going to make this cylinder longer. So to do that, I'm going to press S and then Z to scale on the Z axis. And I'm going to go right here. And now this is where it gets fun. We are going to make this cylinder kind of look like a pen or pencil, and we're actually going to cut that shape out of this original cube. So here's how we're going to do that. We are going to press Tab to go into edit mode, and then Control R. Control R and then left click basically is what we're doing. And you should be able to drag this edge, and we're going to go down and right about here and then left click. Once we've done that, you're going to press 3 for face select. Once again, you can always go back and forth on the top. Instead of pressing 1, 2, or 3, you can click on these buttons up here instead. But for me, I have the shortcut, so I'll press 3. Grab this bottom face and press S to scale. And we're going to go just like that. And press Tab to go back into object mode. So now that we have our cube set up, and we also have our pen-shaped cylinder, we are now going to press 1 for front view, or you can click up here in the top right if you do not have that. It would be 1 on your number pad. If you don't have a number pad, you will need to use these buttons up here on the right to go into front view. Anyway, now that we have front view, we are going to hold down Z and then click on wireframe. And this is cool because we get kind of an X-ray look at things. We're going to press G and then Z, and we're going to move this down. I think right here is good. Maybe a little higher. And once again, remember you can make yours as you want. If you have a certain pen that you're going to be putting this inside of, or putting inside of this, then you can always reshape the geometry a bit to make it fit your needs. Okay, once this cylinder is in the cube, I'm going to press Z, and then I'm going to click on solid, and we are back into solid mode. Now we actually need to cut this out of the cube. So to do that, we're going to do something called a Boolean. With the cube selected, you're going to press on this wrench button on the right. This is a modifier property, and we are going to click on add modifier, and we are going to click on Boolean. Once Boolean is selected, we are going to click on this little eyedrop icon, and we are going to click on this cylinder. And just like that, a transformation has occurred, and I'll show you guys exactly what just happened. So we are now going to click on this little arrow and click Apply, and then click on this cylinder and press X, Delete. And you can see we've just made a incision in our mesh that is the exact same shape as the cylinder. So we're going to go back into wireframe mode, hold down Z, go to wireframe. You can see it perfectly cut into our mesh. And just like that, guys, this is our project. If you're going to send this to a slicer for a 3D printer, you can simply click on File, Export, and then you can click on STL. If you click on STL, you can export this mesh as an STL file. And what that'll do is when you put it in your slicer, it should be able to put it into proper format for your 3D printer. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.